Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure just to have you live and in charge for a little fun, little entertainment. The value is all right there for you folks. So I hope that, you truly enjoy your day and you have truly enjoyed your Friday night. It is that time. It is the best part of the weekend, and that is being able to, one, call some iRacing, and two, call some iRacing. You know, that's what we do. We also want a big special thank you to all the content creators out there having some good times over the weekend. I know there's a lot of games having a lot of updates, and a lot of things out there that are basically taking the effort and enjoying themselves. So we're going to see what these drivers are going to be able to do today. We are live for the Chopp'N It Up Cup Series here, presented by Chop Shop Racing Leagues. Go to chopshopracing.net, check them out, have some fun. Thank you to all the fine folks out there who are tuning in and giving us likes and early feedback and all the cool stuff you folks are doing out there. We are out of Sparta, Kentucky tonight here for the 1.5 mile link track. Ooh, something happened there. Somebody ran into an invisible wall. I don't know what that was, but wow. Excuse me. 1.46 miles in length. Track temperature here at practice is going to be 118 degrees Fahrenheit. We are going to see 85 degrees on the air temperature, 71% humidity, clear skies with a 5-mile-an-hour wind. They're going to run 150 laps today. 45 is going to be the stage, one and only stage for the drivers. That'll choke everybody back up, and then they'll run about 60 or so laps. 50, maybe? 55, maybe? Somewhere around there. I don't know. We'll see what's going to present itself as the opportune time to come to pit road. 4 sets of tires for the drivers, no fast repair. They are ready to put in the time, the energy, and the effort. These drivers have really been putting on a great show all week long, and every driver across every league. This has been a really good race, a good race week for a lot of drivers. Being able to manage and thank everybody personally for everything that you folks have been able to do. So thank you to each and every one of you for being out there and just being awesome. I want to give a quick shout out to these guys right here: Dennis Daly, Skull Key, Dark Horizon 35, Battle Red Racing for being our champions, part of the channel alumni there. Penguin, thank you very much. Alonzo King, Anthony Garland, Ryan Went, all part of the pros. Alex, and then Mr. Nuggets, aka Rock Stallone out there, giving us a little extra feedback. I want to thank everybody, pretty much every race and everything that we do, and we'll be a part of the channel alumni. All you got to do is contribute to the channel in one form or fashion, whether it's monetarily or life advice, or it's all good things. A lot of people have been able to do that and have been kicking butt. So thank you to everybody who have. The channel alumni are basically the people besides the leagues and our sponsors that are basically helping the streams and the content go further. So thank you very much to all those fine folks. And the way you do that, again, you gotta do is just find me Discord, get a hold of me, ask me how you can help. That's pretty much how it is. It's the way it goes. We got a $15 donation earlier from Stallone, from Rock Stallone out there, and he's put him in that rookie sector and been able to do it. And a lot of folks have been out there putting time, energy, money, and effort into our platform and helping us fix things and take care of things. Or just it's been awesome. So we appreciate them. I do need to fix the driver cams. I need to make sure, because the link wasn't working just a moment ago. And I want to make sure that it's still not working for me. So if you guys were out there trying to load into the driver cams, thank you for trying to load into them. It just wasn't working for me. So again, apologies about that, and apologies to Beef Jerky Unlimited for not having those driver cams available. Max, thank you for the like. Alex, thank you for the like and the share. Nathan, thank you for the like. Dean Gear, thank you very much as well. Dottie out there, thank you very much for the like. All on that Facebook page. We are all on 4 platforms: Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Make sure you get out there and you follow us on all those platforms, because it's really important to these fine folks for knocking it out of the park. Marsupius first, thank you, sir, for being first. And I'm going to hold you to that when we stream. Just so you know, I want you to be first now. That's what we do, right? That's what we've got to. That's what we've got to do. Let's take a look at the point standings for the series. This is important as well. Strickland leads in points coming into today's race. Has a victory. Jason Day second in points. Just a small battle going on there. I mean, if you look at the top 5 in points, separated by 20, a tie for fourth basically right now between Nathan Biggert, who has the best driver rating over all the drivers, and Alonso King sits fifth in those standings. Jeff Dillon right there. I mean, if you look all the way through 16th, there are a lot of spots up for grab, a couple of ties in there. Brad Dove, one of those drivers, ever improving, and we'll see just who's going to be able to do it. Outside looking in from the cutoff line through week 4 here is going to be Brock Duty and Danny May. Danny May out there in that 18th spot. Looking to move forward, tied right there. 3-way tie for 17th, only separated by 2 points. So James Altizer, who's in 16th right now, has a small advantage over the drivers there. So 2 points, that's insane to think. Caffrey is 15th in points there as well. Roberge, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Video is down for me, folks, so I won't be able to do the driver cams, but we'll have them back up tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have them back up tomorrow. I think video's just having an issue. People are connecting to the link or trying to connect to the link, and it just wasn't working for the driver. So it's all good. Things happen. Those things do happen. They're going to get up here in qualifying, and I want to give a big special thank you to the Chopp'N series. They just did a podcast that, and I found out, Mark Odell's in the most recent version of the podcast coming out. I just found out that Mr. Roberge out there actually just surpassed my views on the podcast, which I'm super happy about because I care more about the drivers having better views than myself, of course. But if you want to check out the Chopp'N It Up podcast, there's a link in the description to be able to check them out on Facebook and YouTube. But you go to YouTube and you're going to search up Chop Shop _TV, I do believe is what it is. So you can also search Chopp'N It Up podcast, and you'll be able to check them out and absolutely have a great time with that. Beef Jerky Unlimited is part of our platform over here. I encourage you to go check out the website, which is very easy to remember. Beef Jerky Unlimited. If you go check out beefjerkyunlimited.com. And you look at their bundles up there. The bundles are probably the best bang for your buck. You get 6 big packages of beef jerky for under the price and better the quality of what you can buy at the grocery store. No kidding. The guy, they for $55 plus shipping, you get 6 packs of beef jerky, and it's good stuff. And you get to choose you can have them choose for you, or you can choose from some pre-designed boxes out there as well. So go check them out. They absolutely have the best quality beef jerky that I've ever been able to partake in, and I'm gonna enjoy it for sure, because that's just it's crazy to see those guys. Tommy D is just doing so well with his product up there, and I couldn't thank the company enough for being a part of what we do over here. So thank you to Tommy D and all the family over there, and the Beef Jerky Unlimited family. Admin Box, part of the Chop Chop Racing series as well. Make sure you go to adminbox.com and make sure that you use promo code ChopChop10 to save a little bit on one of the button boxes out there. It helps to support the league, but it's one of the cleanest button boxes you're going to be able to see, especially for race controllers or anybody who needs them. I encourage you to go check out what he's got, and very comparable to any button box that's going to be out there. Eventually, we're just going to have to make the investment and get one of those button boxes in here so we can do a review for all the fine folks over at Admin Box. We love them. Fish is a great guy, and I support people who support iRacing and gaming and streaming in general, regardless of what you might think of a product. Those who put the time, energy, and effort deserve a fair shot at making things happen, which includes your sim rig. A lot of people have different flavors when it comes to sim rigs, and one of the flavors that I would suggest that you do is use Track Racer. Track Racer has a myriad of different options for you, from single seats to full sim rigs where you have your mounts rolling, and just everything working to the advantage of the sim racer. So make sure you go to trackracer.com. Use Chop Shop as your promo code. You save some money on your rig as well. Help out support the league. But Track Racer, all a part of what Chop Shop Racing Series does. Follow Stats B&B Music, all a part of it as well. Fuego Paints, of course. We love and appreciate everybody. How about it? Starting grid for this 150-lap affair. It's going to have Jason Day out front. Jeff Dillon is going to be your outside pole sitter. And your pole, of course, brought to you by one of the best people out there in this neck of the woods. If you haven't checked them out, excuse me. Had to cough there for just a second. If you haven't checked them out, they're gonna love you. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. They're gonna be able to talk to you about sports. It's gonna be Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter. Jason Day is ready to go. Stay Tuned. Stay Tuned Sports was started in 2016 by two friends who, even though they hated each other's teams, they had they wanted to have a purpose of producing a sports show like none other. They are funny, folks. You have to go check them out. YouTube.com/@StayTunedSports. That podcast is absolutely hilarious. They have their own Discord as well, if you want to get to be a part of the community. You can see that on their YouTube channel. It's just, they're killer. They talk about everything when it comes to sports, NFL, NHL, MLB. They have some college football insights out there as well. They like to have a good time, and they're a ton of fun. Colby Hartung, Michael Caffrey going to make it road number 2. Joshua Siegfried, Michael Strickland, road number 3. Russell Black, John Hampton, road number 4. Brandon Bledsoe will be back out in the mix. Good to see the 70 out there. Mr. Bledsoe with the 24 to his outside row number 5. Alonso King, one of our pro members of our Signature Esports alumni. Thank you very much, sir, for being out there. He's going to be there in row number 6 with Jerry Culver. It's going to be a good row right there. Row 7 will be Robert Church, Michael Matta, and at 16 there to his outside. Jeremiah Burke, Nathan Biggert up in the mix. Devin DeSuna is going to have Chris Roberge trying to go for that biggest move of the race again. Tony Sanders, Brad Dove, Danny May, Grant Altizer. It's going to be the front 11 rows as Brock Duty and Ryan Went. Close battle in points, ready to rock and roll there for those final rows as 24 drivers in today's race. Jason Day ready to rock and roll and move this thing forward. Folks, I encourage you to chat it up out there. I want to see your chats. I want to hear it too. You just got your beef jerky a little bit older today. How is it? You got to tell me what your favorite flavor is. Got to tell me what it is. Jaeger got his beef jerky unlimited in today. And is it awesome? Perfect. What's your favorite flavor? You got to tell of the ones that you've tried so far. I don't know if you've opened all of them or if you've just had one or two. The jalapeno, yeah. See, it's my favorite flavor. I like it. Jalapeno is my favorite flavor as well. I love that jalapeno. It's not too much spice. It's got a little sweet kick to it. It's all bad. Though the one that I like the most, but it's very spicy for a lot of people, it's the nitromethane. Jalapeno is my favorite flavor, like as far as flavor and with a little bite, a little sweetness. The jalapeno pineapple is pretty good as well. But the nitromethane is very spicy, but it's like addictively spicy. Just a whole. It's just delicious. Just delicious. All right, these drivers are ready to go. Kentucky is about to be hot and heavy. Again, a big check on the weather real quick before we go green flag racing. This is ever important because these cars have been very, very tacky. 109 degrees, the track temperature is actually a little bit cooler. 109 degrees on the track temperature, 71% humidity still the 85 degrees. We are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Hopefully you're ready to go. We're going to go green flag racing here as the pace car will dive off out of 4. There's a pit road exit for you there, folks. Pit road entrance right there as you take a look at the start-finish line. These drivers are going to get very much into big runs and hopefully green flag racing. Drivers ready to go. I'm ready to go. Big full send as they go. Green again for the 4th race. 150 laps, Kentucky. 52, 23, 85. 62 roll of corner side by side for that back spot. Big momentum. Gaffrey there in that 4th and 5 spot. Roll the outside. How about the 62, 70 side by side, 77 down. This track is going to bode well for those drivers that like flat racetracks. This is one of those racetracks that gives you advantage to be able to control the tire. Coming out front now as they go for the pass. '77 back to 6th. How about Russell Black way up the race line there? Giving himself a chance to warm the tires up. Single file racing right now as Hartung will hold off. Brandon Bledsoe runs the fastest lap of the race, 31:40 as they roll. Right now, the inside lane for Siegfried. It's going to be heating up here. 1941 on the iRating for the 85. 85 driving the Alley Cat Ford Mustang. Takes over the lead. The 23 will try to roll this one back. They can save a little tire as they continue to produce fast race laps. 85. Now your race leader, 3rd lead change of the race so far. Jeff Dillon off a couple of spots from the start of the race. This is one of those race lines that you kind of have to take in consideration what the track is going to do later on, especially as it starts to rubber up and how you have to be out of the throttle all the way down to the bottom side for the 85. Second lane for the 23, 70 in tow. Brandon Bledsoe in that corner, big nose cam for you coming at you. Quick green flag racing here for the drivers. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the light, sir. Gotta fix the logo. So bear with me. All right. Now we're going to get out of that camera. Here we go. There's number 5, Robert Church up 5 spots here. Driver off the most spots so far. It's going to be the number 13. It was Alonzo King. I believe he is, I don't know if he started from pits, or I think he might have been a lap down here. Might have started from pits. I think he might have missed the start here. So he's going to be running the bottom. He's running my logo. Thank you to Alonzo King for running my logo. Of course, one of the fantastic race line that you could ever ask for. Brad Dovetail into this one. Going to be running into the Heart to Heart series tomorrow night. Alonzo King, fastest lap of the race, 31.18. Is playing catch up to get up to the top of the field. Needs some time. Needs to make sure that he does absolutely give himself a good look at continuing to push forward. How about Ryan Went back here? A little tight in the corner, rolls the bottom side. A little Smirnoff Toyota action on that number 40. 12 seconds off the pace right now. Siegfried's going to be your race leader. Hartung in tow. Top 2 all within a tenth of each other. Jason Day's your pole sitter. He's been rolling nice and easy. Kobe Hartung. Still rolling. How about Matta back here? Matta is rolling up 5. Robert Church up 5. Little single file racing behind Churchy here. How about Nathan Biggert? Still going to be up 3 as he holds Chris Roberts behind him up 4. There's the line for this driver right behind him. Tony Sanders. Going to maybe go to the outside. Get some downshifting from some drivers here. Got to take it easy, maybe turn the corner a lot easier. 1450 on the iRating for Mr. Sanders. All of the drivers give themselves a good luck, bumper-to-bumper action here for every single one of them. These are the lap times, bottom left of your screen. Tony Sanders up 4. '98 rolls the outside. Sanders there in the middle. Reload the overlay here, folks. Go up to your race leader. 85 out front of Kobe Hartung. Hartung in the middle portion of the turn, doing a decent job of just keeping pace. I think that's really what you need to do here. And apologies, overlay is going to reload out there for you, or at least it should. I love me some SDK, but occasionally it only irritates me a little bit. Drivers rolling 14 to 150. Just got home. You missed anything? Nothing yet, man. They've been clean racing other than your pole sitter. We talked about him a moment ago. Jason Day now back on the climb here. As he was off a couple of spots from the start of the race, but now back to third. As he is trying to track down Kobe Hartung and company in front of him. There's a 52 rolling to the back straightaway. Big push out of the corner. Good to see you out there. Stay tuned. Much love to you. $15 to 150. Stage will come at about lap 45. They're rolling. This is the Chopp'N It Up podcast Cup Series here for Chop Racing. It's in the effort. It's in the time. Bledsoe up to 4th. Been clean racing so far. Here's the 62 to the bottom side of the 64. Dylan got to make things happen here as the 3392 I-rated driver sees the RB racing car to the outside. Going to take that spot as the 64 rolls the outside. Here comes Michael Caffrey, who's off 3. I do believe, again, tire saving will go a long way here at this racetrack. This racetrack puts in the effort to give everybody some good, hard, clean racing, but it's very flat. I know that banking doesn't look flat, but it isn't flat. You are out of the throttle more so than you are in the throttle. And we're hearing downshifting, hearing all kinds of things. Here's on board with Mr. Caffrey. You flirt with the throttle there. That's the good situation to have. Nice, cool, calm, collected momentum. Gotta make yourself aware of where it's going to be. On top of that, this will give you a good feel for what the driver's going to need, because they're going to be able to run the entire stint of this. But for the most part, the race line is only going to be able to be producing draft mechanics on straightaways. So crazy to think that that's exactly what these drivers are producing. Great race line so far for everybody. And we'll see what these drivers are going to be doing. How about Matta back here? He's going to be out 4, but John Hammond back in tow. Here's the number 8, Freaky Fast. Here behind the 88 as they work. 16 in tow behind. Mark Retchin in the 24 off 1, but he's going to be able to put a little more effort in. How about Nathan Biggert there as well? Big push as these drivers try to get a little bit faster as they continue to go. How about Jason Day going back around? Colby Hartung trying to move his way back forward. Siegfried's going to be up front. 85 has led the most laps so far. 3 lead changes as all of the drivers are kind of just settled in. Now's where the rhythm section here comes into play, because most of the drivers here, if you push early, you'll have to back the tire off. Clean air is a big advantage, but Jason Day now running about 0.3 of a second faster than most of the drivers behind him, all but Jeff Dillon. Dillon just ran a sub 32. Everybody else 32 ones and above. Brooklyn a little bit faster this time as we go back. He's going to be back to 8th. Matta trying to get to the inside of the 8 car here. 16 to the bottom. Tell you what, John Hammond just pace himself here. He'll be fine. 24 to the inside. He's going to get right there side by side. Side draft coming up for John Hammond and Mark Retchin. Retchin all the way to the bottom side. Nathan Biggert up on the high side. Little wall tap for the 16. Going to push the car tight. 8 will let him go. They called John Hammond the wheelman. And the wheelman for a reason is he will make you earn it. 8 to the outside of the 24. 24 hugging the bottom side. Little bobble for the 24 there, but he's good to go. 8:24, big corner exit. Is going to go to the 8. 01 there to the outside. This is starting to turn into what we've been seeing with Atlanta all week, or I'm sorry, Las Vegas all week, where the outside lane starts to prevail over the course of the race line. Mark Retchin will try to hold off Nathan Biggert. Nathan Biggert all the way to the bottom. 3 wide here, back to 2. Biggert makes the pass on John Hammond. Here comes Chris Roberge. Ever calculating is all these drivers with good battles here inside the 13th spot. Oh, a little wall tap there. John Hammond, like he had just gotten a little bit on edge there. Biggert made the pass here. We'll go back to John Hammond as they get into turn 1. 01 all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Here's turn 1, turn 2 for John Hammond. Is it the corner exit? Did he just get a little bit dicey? Oh, he did. Just a little bit of wall contact. Great save. No damage for the driver, so just a chance to keep the tires underneath him. Jason Day made the pass, and I missed it because we were focusing on all the racing back here. How about 85 back to second? Jason Day takes back over the lead. And here's the pass on lap 24, so I missed it because we were focusing on what's going on there. There's the pass. He just takes the inside lane. Able to save some tires here. Half second the difference. Sierra, what's going on? Appreciate you out there. Give us a like. Thank you so much. I appreciate that as well. I am going to move the alert box, folks. I want to make sure that we have the alert box right where it's cool for everybody. We'll put it off to the bottom right. I know that chat's over there at some points as well. Want to make sure everybody gets seen. But it's right there in the middle. I haven't really been paying attention to where the alert box has been, other than I look over every once in a while and I see it and I'm like, oh, well, there it is. But I see the alerts on my other side. So, those are all good things. Folks, again, if you haven't done so, reach out with that like button for me, because along with sports stream, sports characters out here that are giving you these cats are fast, and every one of them are there to put in the effort. How about the 62 of Dillon? He is rolling forward about a second off the pace, about 0.2 of a second faster here than Jason Day. 32 forward with some clean air for Jason Day. Jeff Dillon's going to be in third, 29 of 150, so fourth lead change so far. Caffrey, Bledsoe, oh baby, 16 of Matta. 01 there. 77 there, 3 wide as the 70 be 3 wide on the high side. 16 dropping back now just a little bit. He's up 7. Here comes the 64, Russell Black. Russell Black off 2, saving tires now with 15 laps to go. It's go time. Michael Strickland up to the top 5. Matt is going to be up 8. Michael Caffrey there to the outside as well. 1677. These drivers basically separated by about 5/100ths of, about 50 points, 30 points on the iRating scale. 21.15 for Caffrey, 20.85 for the 16. 16 all the way below the apron. 17 is going to run it up, run him high, and he's going to be able to carry the corner as Michael Strickland rolls away. 77 will use more of the racetrack as the 16 gets up into the 77, almost puts him into the wall. Whoa. Leaning on each other awfully hard there. Russell Black to the outside of the 01. 77 now able to utilize more of the racetrack as now Matta will have to go back. Readjust 01 to the inside. Jason Day a full second. Dillon back to second now. That's the 32.4 start to tick away. Siegfried 32.72 his last lap. He was dropping pretty hard here. 33.02 for Colby Hartung, who started third. Michael Strickland to end the mix here now. Needs some stage points. Continuing to push forward. John Hammond into pit road. Is going to leave pit road and maybe be able to hopefully get himself a little extra out of this one. Ryan Wendt will be the first driver facing the lap down scenario outside of John Hammond. Bledsoe in on pit road. Let's see what happened to Brandon Bledsoe. But you know what? A chance. Maybe one of these drivers getting the opportunity to get the car fixed, get out there, run. Hammond thinking long run race pace. That's what I would be thinking. 33 laps complete, 34 underway. It's Jason Day. Holds on to a lead. Dillon, your outside pole sitter, saved a little bit now, working back into that 1.2 second mark. Strickland trying to close the distance down. Has about 3.2 seconds between he and the leader in front of him. He gets around Colby Hartung. Right now, Michael Caffrey trying to hold off the 01. The 16 of Matta down to the bottom. 77 very much in control of the outside lane. 01's going to be able to pull a slide here. 16 runs to 77 hard. 77 crosses over. And now this is where the race line becomes a little unpredictable. 77 trying to stay out of the back bumper. It's going to run the higher side. 16 to the bottom. In tow is Russell Black. 16 clears the nose of the 77. So some better racing here as Russell Black will see the 53 of Jeremiah Burke. Silently moving forward. Jeremiah Burke up 5. Nathan Biggert's going to be up 10. Gets around Matta. There's Colby Hartung. 77 way low. 3 wide. As Matta tries to take advantage. 23 just off the pace right now. I don't know if he smacked the wall or has any kind of damage there. I'll make sure that he's good to go. I might have just burned the tires off of him just a little bit here. Burke to the inside corner, 64 to the outside. 64 way up that race line. Russell Black just tried to stay out of the back bumper. He's going to have a run here. Burke is going to clear 64. He'll have to cross over Mark Reschent there as well. Colby Hartung is not comfortable in the car. Looks like he just feels he looks like he was talking about earlier. Looks like he looks like he feels floaty as he was talking about earlier in the rest of the thing. Jason Day ran to 32.4, 32.5 for Jeff Dillon. Day still trying to hold about a second, maybe try to maintain a pace or maintain a gap. Siegfried's going to be in that third spot. Strickland closing in, but here comes Nathan Biggert inside the top 5. Up 11. Robert Church in 13th now, back where he started. Right behind him, Danny May 32, run a little Mission 22 action. Thank you, sir, for running that. I absolutely believe in that cause more so than anybody would ever know. It's a great paint scheme. I dig that paint scheme. If you don't dig that paint scheme, we can't be friends. Will Bears up 6. Mark Retchen up 1. John Hammond trying to close down with a little bit of fresher tire here. 25 with Brad Dove behind him. Dove is right here in 19th. Jason Day, he would be your lucky dog, just so you know. Brandon Bledsoe is off the pace as well. He's going to be here. Something happens to John Hammond, and he would get the lucky dog. But he's got 11.5 seconds between those two. Jason Day out front. Danny May. Robert Church side by side. Good battle happening here. Danny May clears Robert Church. Church is going to be back 1 now. The battle for the rest of these drivers. Colby Hartung has fallen off the pace pretty hard here. One of the 9-line paint scheme. Russell Black holding on to the top 10 right now. Going to be off 3, but still opportunities looming. Be 3 laps to go into the stage. Jason Day maintaining 1.2. Nathan Biggert 5.1 back. And this thing ran green. This would come down to a pit stop. Day did enough to save and start pulling away. He's got some good clean air here. But now when they rack him, stack him, and go back at him, going to give a chance for Nathan Biggert to do the same thing. 5.2. Dirty air. Strickland to 4th. Matta is going to be here in that 6th spot. Caffrey holding on to 7th in front of Jeremiah Burke. Be 2 to go this next time by in the stage. Jason Day 1.25. 1.3. Just maintaining a gap, maintaining lap times. 32.6 the last time by. Biggert did run a 32.45. Strickland 32.59. Matta again 32.52. Caffrey maintaining with the 53 here. Russian right behind. These are points here. These are stage points. 2 to go is Jason Day. Carries a 1.4 second lead. Dillon backs the corner up. Carries a little bit more speed in the corner, but Day able to hold on to that outside lane. Very smooth here. Going to win earlier this week when it came to the Super Late Model Series for Chop Shop. We'll be back again for the Super Late Model Series at Kern County this next Sunday. Tomorrow night we're going to be running Martinsville as this is your white flag lap. Jason Day 1.6 second lead as Caffrey, Burke, Jeremiah trying to hold off the 77 once again right behind. Getting stage points on the line here for every driver. Caffrey tries to carry the second lane. Doing a great job of playing defense here. A little free for the 77. 53 may have to just send the corner here. Try to continue to make the pass. Jason Day will come around. He's going to have the stage win. As all of the drivers putting the effort in. Day 1.8 second lead. Dillon will be second. Bickfried will be third. Strickland fourth. Nathan Biggert fifth. Matta sixth. Jeremiah Burke seventh. Caffrey 8th, Retchen 9th, Russell Black would be 10th. That would be your stage. 345 is what I saw. There it is. Is that stage. Top 10 across the line. They're ready to go. 52. It's your stage victory here, folks. Jason Day rolling the crowd. They will rack him up, doing it all over again. This time it'll be a little bit heavier. At least in my opinion. I think they might save similarly here, but we'll see. Folks, what do you think? What was that first stage like? Was that good racing? I think it was good hard racing. I think it's awesome. Excuse me, they're all going to come to pit road. We're going to be very cool. I'm going to pass off some overlays here for just a second, folks. We're going to turn off the SDK stuff for a moment. For a moment for you, because I gotta make a change. You know, I try to make sure everything's good to go. You know, every once in a while, just definitely have to make sure that I get it right. Because I also have something else that I want to be working correctly. Bear with me. Go rolls, go roll. Hold on to the night. Bam! All right. The upline. Ready to go. All right. SDK back up for you again. Thank you very much to everybody out there. Jason Day. Lead the corner, leading them back. We'll see. Free pass coming to Brandon Bledsoe here. Your lucky dog was John Hammond. He is going to be right here. There's Danny May. John Hammond right here from Avon Lake, Ohio. Man, what a time. What a time. What a time. Man, a little blank going on there. So John started the tail end of the longest line. Bledsoe should get the free pass here. Chris Robert is coming back down pit road for the 98. Make sure that he gets everything all situated on his end. Gonna refresh the cache for you because they did make some changes. I just wish all the cars would load and stay loaded. That's what I'm dealing with, folks. All right. Thank you to Stay Tuned Sports. Check them out on YouTube again. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing Leagues. Go to chopshopracing.net. Thank you to all the fine folks out there. Kick butt, taking names. Jason Day, Jeff Dillon, Siegfried, Strickland, and Matta. That's going to be your top 5. Something to consider here. Nathan Biggert, all the way at the back of the race pack here. He did a little extra on pit road. He either came back in with Chris Robert. Actually, let me take that back. I think he might have came in, popped off on fuel. Alonso King doing the same thing. Good chance here. Brad Dove coming out of pit road, maybe topping off on fuel just to give themselves that little bit of an advantage. We'll see. They'll make it work. Doug Chrome. Joseph, is that Joseph Mealy? Oh, Dennis, thank you, Dennis. Much love, man. Green flag. Actually want to see. Joseph, if you're out there still, man, message me because we've been trying to get a hold of a lot of people. So message me about, message me on Facebook or send me a message in Discord or whichever, man. Because I want to, if I owe somebody, I want to make sure it's all taken care of. That's for sure. I know we had issues a long time ago, and with the old leagues and stuff like that. But I want to make sure we're good to go. So Joseph, make sure you send me a message, please. I'm always about making sure that things are taken care of. Because from everything that we've ever done in the past, we thought we had it all taken care of. If I'm missing something, I want it taken care of. Thank you very much. Please message me. Is that Nick? We're talking about Nick Lights. That's who. If you're talking about Nick Lights, I absolutely have been trying to get a hold of him. I sent him a message with all that other stuff that was going on. I know that he was in the. He ran over to the NASCAR Truck Series and had a time there. Absolutely want to absolutely get that taken care of. So absolutely get a hold of me. We're talking about Nick Lights. I want to make sure he gets that taken care of because I think that is the only thing that we were missing. If that's who you're talking about, Joseph. So much love. I appreciate it. Thanks for jumping back over here. What he's referring to out there, we're going to go back and look at the caution. I'll talk about that in just a second. Jerry Culver had an issue here. He's slow here. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, Grant Altizer. Here we go. Oh, a little free, little net code. Oh, 01, 8. Everybody involved. Man, oh, man. So back when we had the original Signature Esports Truck Series, or our leagues, we had an issue with our original PayPal account, and our issue with our original PayPal account finally got squashed, and we reached out. We stopped doing leagues. There was a reason why I stopped doing leagues is because I didn't want to have to deal with anything that had to deal with leagues and money. We do have our truck series now, but it took me almost 2 years to bring back out there and do it. And so when it came to payouts and stuff like that, we had to battle with PayPal, and somebody had access to our PayPal account, and we worked on that. We got it all. Thought we had it all taken care of. And right there, just a big reminder that you want to make sure everybody's good to go. So yeah, Nick Lights was one of the winners. I think it was Xfinity Series. I think is what it was. And I want to make sure that he gets taken care of because you never know what's going to happen in this world, and mistakes can happen, and things like that can happen to anybody. And definitely want to get them taken care of. So Joseph, if you're still out there, man, send me a message or get a hold of me, and we'll get all the information. I want to make sure that he gets taken care of. So there you go. Thank you, Joseph, for being out there. Man, that was a long time ago, and definitely want to make sure that we get that squared away. Day, Siegfried, Strickland, Matta, Jeff Dillon. Your top 5 here. Green flag. Jeremiah Burke in that 5 spot, back into the mix. Here they go. All ties for duty on pit road. Brad Dove headed to the field. Go Bears back here as well. Devin Asuda there, 43. We're going to check out John Hammond's race car here. Make sure he's good to go. Saw a lot of contact. Want to make sure the 13 is all right. Jerry Culver on pit road getting his damage fixed as well. Strickland out front, quarter-second lead. Now Jason Day rolling the corner. Matta to the outside of Jason Day. 2085 trying to push into the corner. Clears for second. Again, Jason Day trying to go back to that saving modes. Couple of things at a time here, folks. Do apologize. I'm going to throw this on exciting. Be right back. I want to get this squared away. Be right back. Yeah, a little bit of tire issues going on back here. I think see Russell Black maybe have an issue. Take a look. Somebody get free. I don't know. It wasn't Russell. By the way, Mason Day dropping back. Siegfried's going to be in that second spot, or that spot above him, back to fifth. Kobe Hartung pushing a little harder here. He's going to be there to the back bumper of the 16. Gretchen is out front. Two-second lead over Strickland. '88 in tow. Kobe Hartung back to third here. 67 to 150 being completed, about halfway there. Matta going to be in that fourth spot. Siegfried's going to be in fifth. Jason Day, Nathan Bigger, Jeff Dillon, Alonso King, Michael Caffrey, your top 10. Caffrey trying to roll back. Alonso King working cycling here for the drivers. See Jason Day again, your pole sitter. Trying to roll into the corner here. All right, folks, a little distracted here, and it's all within good reason. Try to take care. You try to take care of things that you want to make sure are good to go. And those are things that I want to make sure are good. Don't like on anybody anything. Mark Retchen, Michael Strickland, Kobe Hartung, your top three. Siegfried's going to be in that fourth spot. Matta's going to be in fifth. Jason Day in sixth. Nathan Biggert in seventh. Alonso King in eighth. Jeff Dillon in ninth. Michael Caffrey at the top 10 mark. Burke, Church, Russell Black, Ryan Wendt, Danny May, your top 15. Devin Asuna rolling. Retchen, 1 3/4. He's going to lead some laps here. Again, a chance to either put some time or hold on to it. Good racing segment so far. As we'll see the 85 try to hold on to that 4 spot with a few drivers behind him. Striker letting it get out an advantage. I tell you what, Mark Retchen says, you know what, we're going to go a little bit higher here. He's going to run into the corner, a little higher in the corner, along with the long run race pacer trying to have at it. All right, catching back up. Sorry, folks. Jeremiah Burke up 5. 10 spot looking pretty darn good for him. Retchen's going to be up there up front. I tell you what, Striker is going to catch him pretty hard and heavily here. Everybody tries to short pit to make the end of the race. Again, tires are going to matter, but fuel strategy is going to matter as well. Jason Day on the bottom side, trying to get to the 85, 16 on the high side. Jason Day led the last section of that race, the last portion of that stint, able to extend. And a couple drivers able to put the time in, but energy starting to work back towards the 88 here. As we see a little bit of lap traffic in front of the 24. That might be, there's David Asuda there. Big Duty, Brock Duty here, the 9. Could be a few laps down, try to work on keeping that modified looking Mustang moving forward. Of course, more laps, more spots. That's what matters. All ties are on the racing circuits right now as well, able to get that car worked on. If the 9 car, Strickland goes to the bottom side, Retchen led some laps, goes back to second. The 9 car is going to stay low here. Mark Retchen up on the high side will be following suit, maybe just stay in second lane. Kobe Hartung back to third. 85 there with the 9. 3 and 4 wide. 24 dropping heavy up on the high side. 4 wide as they continue to push. 16 back to 3 wide. That funneled out really nicely there. Now Jason Day will try to hold on. 24 ran as hard as he could for a little while there. We're going to be 70 laps to go. Jeff Dillon in the 9th spot. .62 into the back bumper with a 53. 53 moving forward as well. Good single file racing. Just that little incident after the beginning of the second part of this race. 82 of 150. 85 and the 16 going at it here. Kobe Hartung back to 4. Jason Day. Nathan Biggert trying to roll their way forward. Outside lane for the 52. This Jason Day looks to make the pass on the 23. 23 Holding on, having a better race as well. 16 tries to go to the inside up here for the battle for second. Half second distance between the 83 and 150. Alonso King having to jump to pit road. Something going on with the car. Take a look. I don't know what happened with Alonso here. This is on his 79. I don't know. Oh, caution's going to come out. Sorry about that, folks. Here's the 9 here. Oh, he blew his engine. And just tried to brake on the bottom. And that brought out a caution. All right, they're going to stack it back up, go back at it again. You folks for being out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you. That blown engine was keeping him out there. He was trying though. I mean, hey, you gotta give credit where credit's due. Guy put in the effort. How about Alonso King back out there? I don't know what happened to make him jump to pit road, or maybe he DC'd or something. I don't know. It was on his lap 80. So possibly Lucky Dog coming to the way of the 8 car here. We'll see. Well, Bears will stay out. Brandon Bledsoe's going to stay out. John Hammond will be your Lucky Dog. He's going to be coming around, putting in the effort. Why did it bring out the caution? He was off track. I think it was an admin throwing caution. I mean, this just changes things up. Hit a blown engine on the front, and things like that can be a mistake, can make a mistake. It's all right. I think the smoke on the front straightaway might have done it. Here's a look. This is what I saw. A blown engine. And then he wrecks to the inside. It's very close to maybe being close to that. I don't know. I think that it's caution. It's at the discretion of the race controller and the admins, and sometimes iRacing throws that caution as well. So, maybe he was just preemptive on it. That one was an admin throwing caution, which is fine. Those things are perfect. It happens. Do I think that needed to be a caution? Not really, but it was off the racing surface and he reset real quick. But, just in case, you never know. He got it stopped. The caution came out as he was getting turned into turn 1. But Brock did the right thing. Reset. I didn't see anything else bring out that would have brought out the caution. But you know what? A whole different ball of wax. The race is different. I'm going to see what's going to happen here. John Hammond is going to be the recipient of a Lucky Dog there. So very fortunate for the 8. Alonso King will be looking to get a couple of laps back here as well. He's going to be 3 laps down for the MVP driver. Lights are going to be off on the pace car. We're going to go back to it. Front two drivers have older tires. Roberts will lead some laps here. The 70 was trying to go high there, but the 98 electing the high lane on the restart here. 88 will be behind the 85. 52-16. The 85 will be behind the 98. 88 will be on the inside, so that advantage goes to the 85 if Roberts gets a good restart here. All right. Going at it. Pace car's off. 98, 70, 85, 88, 16, 52. It'll be good, man. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. Ask away. I might have questions. Second caution of the race. 98 out front. 85 to the bottom. Or to the high side. Sorry, bottom of my screen. Top of the racetrack's going to clear the 70 here. Brandon Bledsoe. You see the driver back out there. Ooh, baby, 88 there, back here. Out there on the back bumper. Might try to choose the outside lane here. Will do so. Jason Day pushing to the bottom side. He's 61 laps to go this time by. He'll be 3 wide. 88 clears. 52 to the bottom. 3 wide into the corner. 3 wide. 2 rows back. Oh, baby. 16:01, 23. 70 backs out of the corner. Might be a 4-wide situation. 70 holding the race line there. 01 to the inside of the 16-16. Little bit on edge there. 23 to the bottom to clear the 01. 16 will put it 3 wide again. Back to 2 wide as they carry out of the corner. They carry them right there on that turn 4. Insane. Brandon Bledsoe dropping back a little bit. Here goes Michael Matta. We'll put the 98 another spot back. 23 to the bottom side. 01. 23 trying to get to the back bumper of the 88 there. 85 out front. Right behind him, Jason Day. Matter just ran a 31:06, his fastest lap of the race. There's a lot of laps left, a whole fuel cycle as it would present itself. Any one of these drivers could potentially end up having a situation. And Matter will have the aggressive line here, be able to try to push himself out front, and if you can hold on to it for a long run, that would be a commonplace. But Strickland back and forth, Hartug in 5th. Biggest move of the race right now is going to be the 01. Nathan Biggert. Brad Dove up 9, now 10. He's going to be tied for the biggest move of the race. There's the 64 Black up front. John Hammond trying to move his way forward. Good push out of the corner. Keep it on 76. Could be fine. Ryan Went keep it on 85. Last driver on the lead lap's going to be the 32, Danny May. Tony Sanders back here running that Ford Mustang. Toyota and the Ford of Danny May here. 80 under the back bumper. Alonzo King trying to keep it clean here. 3 laps down would need a good effort here from any one of the drivers to have some issues. Brad Dove up 11. Matta up 11 as well. Dove to the outside of the 01. .25 second lane. Pushing to the 24. 24 he's clear of. Brad Dove up to 7th now at 13 spots. Ryan Went up 10. went to the bottom side. 70 of Brennan Bledsoe now falling backwards just a little bit here. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Good battle here for third. More for second. There's Jason Day to the inside. 85 rolls the outside. Day for the lead. Battle for the lead here. Day goes out front. 85 in second. Russell Black to third. Matt is going to be in fourth. Strickland to fifth. Jason Day with a huge surge forward. Maybe says, you know, I might need to control this from the front. Siegfried was out front for a handful of laps there, about a dozen or so, and he's got good momentum. Russell Black holding on to third. Matta back to fourth. Nathan Biggert trying to roll his way forward as well. 01 there to the mid lane. Right behind the 16. Michael Strickland in 7th, Brad Dove in 8th, Jeff Dillon in 9th. Mark Correction, it'll be in 10th. Correction, dropping back. There's Devin Asuda here. Brad Dove up 15. Russell Black now has a little bit of company there as well as Nathan Biggert tries to roll forward up 13. Now 12. Black to the backside again. Higher lane working for the drivers. Carl taking for the Lancaster. Siegfried's going to be in that top spot. 85, 52. The battle is on as the battle for the lead. All within, you can see it, within the throwing distance here. 49 laps to go this next time by. 85, 52, 64 to the outside, 01 in the corner. Great little battles happening here. There is a lot. Strickland going behind the 16. The drivers maybe just trying to save now. Everybody else duke it out. You go at it. Nathan Biggert, 31.59. His last time. As Jason Day tries to work back forward. Russell Black to the outside. Our track seems to have changed here. 64, 85, 52. There's the 01, 25. I'm sitting here calling the race, and I've got my mic muted, and all of the above happening all at once. 23, 16, 88, 62, 53. Top 10. Burke on the bottom side. He is rolling forward. Everybody's starting to apply pressure now as Strickland rolls the corner. Save it a little bit maybe for the end of this run. Here's Kobe Hartung up front. Michael Caffrey off 9, but will be trying to possibly roll forward. Ryan Went up 10. Went on the bottom side, sees the 40 rolling. Jeremiah Burke at that 10 spot up 5. Jason Day, Russell Black going back at it again. The more they battle, the more the rest of the race line works to the advantage of the drivers behind. 64 back to the outside of the 01. 01 carrying speed on the inside. Nathan Biggert inside the top three. .45 laps to go here at Kentucky as the Chopp'N It Up Medium Podcast series rolls that corner. 52.85 side by side. 52. Jordan being a short track specialist, but here they come. Yeah, it's at the... So the cautions are iRacing thrown and at the discretion of the race controller. When things happen like that, you can never anticipate something like that going good or bad. But it does happen. Jerry Culver back out in the mix. He's in 23rd. He picks up that one spot from the 9 car. Altizer is going to be in 22nd here where he started. These drivers really trying to put some more effort in, but Alonso King had something go on earlier, something with the car. Going to put him right there. Jason Day leading the field. Robert's 13.5 seconds off the pace right now. And this will come down to the next 42 laps. Nathan Biggert hasn't led a lap yet, and he is closing in the distance. Brad Dove up 15 to the inside of the 64. Dove, Matta. Dove to the bottom side. 88 in tow. 16 trying to put it 3 wide. Not a good situation. Oh, man, the 16. Trying to run Brad Dove close there. And the 16, this little door from the 88 there. Dove was running the lane. You put it 3 wide, put it tight there on the 25. Now the 25 will clear the 64. So Brad Dove moving forward up 15 spots. 64 will run the bumper there. Brad Dove trying to live up to his name. 88 in tow. 64 to the outside. 16 there to the back bumper. Nathan Biggert holding on to second now as Kobe Hartung sets sights on the move forward. .52 breaks the draft. Now the 01 to the outside. 52 holds the corner. 01. He's going to have momentum on the outside here. Jason Day keeps the bottom. Nathan Biggert will lead for the first time. Jason Day to keep the racetrack rolling. Can he time the pace and keep himself rolling forward? Hartung. Good saving as well. 31.94 his last lap. 0.3 of a second difference here for he and Jason Day. A tenth off of the pace for Kobe Hartung and Nathan Biggert. 2:06 for the 85. Strickland carrying the fastest laps out there along with Matta. Brad Dove behind the back bumper to the 16. To roll the corner, 25 to the bottom side. Jeremiah Burke there in tow as well. Jeff Dillon of the 62 carrying back. Here's Devin Asuda here as well. Mark Retchen. All of these drivers putting in some laps. 38 laps to go this time by. Nathan Biggert up into the front spot here. 0.2 of a second back to Jason Day. Jason Day holding on to Kobe Hartung behind. 85 is Siegfried behind. Strickland closing the distance. Closest he's after a cycle. This is where you want to be. If you've been saving, that's exactly how you want to see it. 16 rolls the corner. Jeremiah Burke have a little bit of long run race pace here as well. 31.93 his last lap. Strickland with a little bit cleaner air, able to hold on to a 31.80. He is going to be closing down the distance to the drivers in front of him. It's gained about 0.2 of a second that last lap. Russell Black off 4. Now here to save again. Maybe had a little bit of a push there. DeSuna's going to be here in that 12th spot. Ryan went up another spot and a half. He's going to be in 13th, up 11. Tony Sanders up 3. John Hammond working his way back forward. Trying to pace the car out. Had to be off cycle with the drivers due to being a lap down. In the top 4, carrying pace now. Strickland in tow. You have to kind of have your patience here and really roll the corner the way you need to. Have a little bit of discipline to get yourself around these drivers. Here's Dylan Burke, 62.53, trying to get around the 16. Michael Matta, B-Class, 20.85 on the iRating. Old Nossi, A-Class, 25.18, 2.4 A-Class driver behind him. Jeff Dillon again, 33.92, B294 on his iRating. And safety rating. B means B-Class license. A means A-Class license. We don't have any pro drivers or world-class drivers in here, so we wouldn't see that. Danny May coming to pit road here in the number 32. Tires and fuel for the driver. I do believe he's got some right side damage. It might be just a little wall tap action. 117 to 150. Drivers kept it on 85. That would be somewhere around the 65 lap mark on tires and fuel. The Bears, Danny May coming to pit road. It'd be close. It would be close. 55 to 58 is pretty common. 62 would be a little bit much. So, I mean, you run it until you can't run it anymore. I think that's what you have to look at here. As Danny May will go 2 laps down here under the cycle. 31.96 for Nathan Biggert, his last lap. But Jason Day going to that race line. Again, long run race pace for Jason Day. Did really well earlier. Some of the best race pace has happened from the drivers up 15 spots. Ryan Wendt doing it as well. Robert's leaving pit road. Brandon Bledsoe getting his pit stop. Robert's coming off pit road right now. Going to find himself 2 laps down as well. Danny May, the driver, he's going to be tracking down, and he is up there in the mix with the leaders. A lot of time, a lot of pace. This driver's going to need to put in a little bit more. Jeremiah Burke in that 9 spot. Jeff Dillon, Michael Matta, Brad Dove, Mark Retched. Retched with a good pace right now. And the battle for the lead really starting to heat up here. There's the 53 and the 62. They've been going at it for a hot minute too. Battle for 6th right there. Jason Day looking to carry some pace. A little bit better into the corner. Looks like he's able to close the distance to the 01. He's dragging some of the air off of the 01 here. 122 of 150. And race pace is all about where these drivers are going to be able to maintain and carry the gap. And possibilities for every driver. Maddock coming to pit road. Russell Black coming to pit road right now. For those who are curious about fuel and tires, well, here they go. Russell Black will leave pit road. Maddock will be coming off pit road as well. They're in a 2.7 second advantage over Russell Black. John Hammond going to be first. We got drivers just barely off the lead lap here. A great way to try to gain some time if the leaders stay out for as long as they can. Biggert, Jason Day all within tow. Michael Strickland to third. Kobe Hartung inside the top five. Still, Siegfried's going to be back in fifth. It's a 32 going around with a little bit fresher tire, trying to get one of his laps back. Danny May, 2 laps down right now. Nathan Biggert coming around to complete lap 125. Will be 25 laps to go this time by. Oh, 152. .98 coming around as well. 0.6 of a second difference here. Fastest lap of the race ran by that driver, 30.92. We're now able to send it here. Nathan Biggert closing into the distance, 52. Just holding on to what he has, half second the difference as the 98 goes around, gets one of his laps back. Strickland will be here in that third spot. Aubert's trying to close back in, off one from the start of the race. Brandon Bledsoe is going to be out front. Nathan Biggert will be able to tow on to the draft a little bit of that driver. Russell Black, 30.88, fastest lap of the race. Well, Black putting in the effort here, 3.4 seconds the difference here. 23 laps to go. Admin box giving you all the action here. Appreciate everybody knocking it out of the park. Thank you to all the fine folks out there. Dilligap, much love, dear. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. I like the Kirby. Jason Day losing a little bit of distance. 0.8 of a second. Michael Strickland rolling as well. Biggert now trying to extend here. 20 laps to go. John Hammond, last driver on the lead lap here. 25.5 the lap time, or the time here. And these drivers are really starting to get themselves into the long heat or the long haul of this one. As soon as 16 seconds off the pace, is anybody clutching and saving? I guess that's the big question here. Nathan Biggert, if he is good to go, he's going to continue to run. Jason Day in second, Michael Strickland in third, Kobe Hartung back solid fourth. As a handful of drivers right behind him, one of them being the 53, Jerry Culver. In 23rd, trying to roll back forward, needs about 10 more laps or 20 more laps to be able to catch the driver in front of him. 21 more laps. Altizer would be the driver. Alonso King's going to be 3 laps down. And a handful of drivers off the lead lap. Matt is going to be one of them. 3.7 seconds the difference between he and that 17th place car. but they are on the freshest tires. And Nathan Biggert blows the distance. Strickland, Jason Day. Day goes back to third. Kobe Hartung to fourth. The 85, the 53, and the 62 all right here as well, as the 16 looks to try to drive himself back around the racetrack to get out in front of the race leader. And he's running about a second and a half faster than most of the drivers, 1.2 this time by. So only a second to your race leader, Nathan Biggert. Biggert with some clean air. 17 laps to go. You know, a lot of the drivers were thinking about what they could do when it comes to getting himself back around. The 16, the closest on the taker when it comes to this race line. He's got a lot of cars up here to try to keep the distance. And right now, the 23 battling for position on the 85. 85 to the back bumper. Could carry the outside lane. Not quite there. Ooh, a little free. 13 back there, a little wall tap. He's good to go. Still rolling forward. Nathan Biggert keeping drivers there. There's the 8 of John Hammond. Going to go a lap down. He's running some slow lap times, but not to the disadvantage of any of these cars. Hammond on the longest cycle right now. 9 lap older tires than your race leader. Plus had to come to pit road. Wasn't able to come to pit road because he got the lucky dog and thinking that, might be another caution out of all of this. Right now, a green flag run. Matta trying to get himself back around. He's got the leader in front of him. 1.5 seconds the difference between he and Strickland. Nathan Biggert, 14 laps to go. We'll see if any one of these drivers is going to be trying to save it. Hammond now being pulled away from as Russell Black will close into the distance to the 8. He's going to make the pass on the outside. He gets split 3 wide. Good. 62 of Jeff Dillon in 7. Ryan went just outside the top 10. Sees a few drivers in front of him. Tony Sanders, one of them. There is Michael Caffrey there as well. Nathan Biggert. 1.7 seconds. 13 laps to go. This is where the advantage goes to the drivers. Great little run they have going on. Send into the corner, send out of the corner, however you want to look at it. Oh, 1 or 16 goes to the outside, 12 laps to go. And right about this time is when you start thinking about who has the speed to catch him. 2 seconds the distance between he and second place of Michael Strickland. Jason Day holds on to that third spot for the time being. 85 gets around and is going to be holding on to that race pace. How about Colby Hartog back here? Still top 5 night for him so far. As Jeremiah Burke looks to gain that spot, has at about 9/10 of a second to be able to close in. Now a little bit heavier than that. Here's the 13 behind. 6/10 of a second now to he and Colby Hartog. Nathan Biggert. There's Jason Day in the 85. Going at it here. As you see Russell Black go to the outside, battle in here. 64 will clear. We'll have the new tires as these drivers continue to work. Day and Jason Day, Joshua Siegfried. I'm going to have to ask him again. I hate screwed up names. I really do. 10. They get 9 laps to go. Nathan Biggert. What is he doing? He's doing magic. Fourth gear out of the corner. Fifth gear into the corner. Back to fourth. Good shifting on the late run here. 2.7 second lead. We'll see what Strickland's doing as he gets into the corner. Brake heavy corner. Fifth gear all the way. What is the 85 doing? Fourth gear. Fourth gear on the long run seems to be exactly what these drivers need to do. Downshifting into the corner. These cars utilizing the sequential shifters here and the sequential gears. They're doing a phenomenal job of being there. Jason Day back to fourth. How about Mark Retch and Tony Sanders having a race here? 7 laps to go. Good little battles. Michael Caffrey, the driver that they would be trying to track down right now. Jeff Dillon up here as well. And drivers who are committed to fuel while they're out there running their lap times. 01, 88, 85, 52, 23. Jeremiah Burke in that up 9. Jeff Dillon off 5. Caffrey off 4. Biggest mover of the race right now is going to be Nathan Biggert. He is your race leader, 3.3 seconds. Strickland. There's Russell Black there as well. 5 laps to go this time by. Last driver on the lead lap. Going to go a lap down here. Get up to speed. As Church will go a lap down. Nathan Biggert coming around. So Black will take over 14. Church back to pit road here. Brandon Bledsoe in 70. Moving around, going forward as well. Is going to take over that spot. Danny May back here. A few drivers off the lead lap. Matt is still trying to drive his last lap. 32.45. Your race leader. 32.39. The driver who came in and took tires and fuel. Pushing as hard as he can. Being caught by the guy who just unlapped himself a little while ago. 32.52 for the 16. Last driver on the lead lap. Nathan Biggert showing what he does best, and that is being able to maintain with 3 laps to go. Strickland holds on to second. Joshua Siegfried's going to be in third. And will be 2 to go to this time by. Matt had tried some strategy. Maybe he ran a little hard. I don't know if he was saving. I don't know if anybody's out there saving. I can't hear the clutches. I think managing the gear and managing your pace later on, that would be it. White flag waves. Final lap here in Kentucky as the 01 has put in the effort. 4.6 seconds to he and Strickland as these drivers have put themselves on the absolute best regard. 01 final time around. Gonna get another victory here. And goes for second win. Got it in Pocono. Congratulations to the drivers. Fantastic run by everybody. was a good time. Strickland holds off second. 85 comes home third. Jason Day right in tow of that. Colby Hartong inside top 5. One will burn it down. Second win on the season for him. Let's look at your race results. Biggert, Strickland, McBreen, your top 3. Day, Hartung, your top 5. Caffrey, Burke, Dylan Sanders, Retchen, your top 10. Ryan Wendt will finish just outside the top 10. They're in 11th. Dove, Matta, Russell Black. Russell Black, first driver off the lead lap, just trying to drive himself back around. Matta was the driver he was trying to track down. 16. It's very strong out there, very quick. He came to pit road. A lot of drivers coming to pit road. Maybe just change themselves on some fuel. I'm not quite sure. And we'll talk about fuel here with these drivers very soon. Devin Asuna is going to finish in 18th. And then Hammond, Church, Alonso King, Altizer, Culver, Brock Duty. Well, there at the end, your 24 drivers in today's race. As well-deserved victory for the 01. As things pop up, is it going to populate? It should populate. Good race. It's a really good race. Let's go, let's have a little chit-chat with some folks. I'm in Discord, right? No, I was not in the Discord. Nathan Biggert gets the victory here today, and without a doubt, having a long run pace mattered. I mean, you went to the back and you started back there. Had to use a little bit of strategy and a little bit of tire saving to move yourself forward in that first stage, and then from there. What was the game plan? Because fuel seemed like it was a thing.
Yeah, my plan was to not qualify because I know when I start up front, I tend to push too hard, and when I start in back, I got the mindset to just take my time, work my way forward, save my tires. So I did that, and then after the stage, we did the first pit stop there, and I sped on pit road, so gotta end the line basically, and I mean, I was actually looking forward to being more up in the, top 10 for that restart for the long run at the end, but I guess it worked out in the end, did another long run, started in the back, come up through, kept me good on my tires again. And then we got that caution. And I knew from that caution that I could make it on fuel the way I was driving the car. I don't know if some guys were shifting more or what, and if that was why they were a little bit lower on fuel or if they just didn't get it all the way full, what. But yeah, I knew I could make it from there. So plan was to just run it the rest of the way out unless there was another caution. I figure I've lost before, trying to do pit stop and go hard and try to catch back up. And some tracks you can do it, and a mile and a half, they're tough ones to do depending on the track. But it worked out tonight, and happy to come home with P1 for sure.
Hey, what second win on the series? And I know it's early going. I know that they were talking about championship hopefuls this year. What do you think about? I mean, with the schedule that's a longer schedule than normal. What do you think about with the schedule? What is going to be able to be the focus? Do you just focus on points, trying to carry as many playoff points, or you just keep focusing on wins?
Yeah, I mean, I think they go hand in hand. I'm gonna try to win every race I can for sure, and that gives you them extra playoff points. So definitely looking to make a very deep run into the playoffs. Hopefully, get to that championship 4. And although, I swear, John and Stryker, they stacked the odds against me in that championship 4, and they put the worst tracks that I'm at. So it'll be a lot of practicing and a lot of effort from me if I'm going to win the championship at the end. But one round at a time. You got wild cards in there, like Talladega is in the playoffs. So we'll see how it goes. I know there's a lot of tracks in the season and in the playoffs that I like and I'm good at. So hopefully we can just pile on the points, have enough of a cushion to get into that top 8, final 8, and then race into the final 4 from there.
Sounds good to me, man. All right, Nate. This one was a very calm race. That's what it was. And a lot of good racing though. Ryan, thank you for the likes, sir. Appreciate you. And a good time. And it was a really good time. It seemed like everybody was patient, and you had to have a lot of patience today, especially with some of the battles you had. And talk about those battles real quick, because you had a few drivers that were able to carry the outside on you. You were just backing it down.
Yeah, in most situations, I tend to be more forgiving. Just let them go, let them battle it out, and live to fight another day. But I do want to give a shout out for that, in the sense of, after the long hard race we had at Iowa last week. 2 weeks ago, whenever it was. This was great to see. Getting all these cars out here, 3, 4 wide, close racing, hard racing, but not getting into each other, showing respect. Awesome job by the drivers. Chop Shop crew is great. And yeah, just, you got to know when to go and when to just live to race another lap and try it again. Uh, there's certain drivers are going to push it, and the tires will fall off, and you can fight them back later. So it's good to get to know the fellow racers, and just be safe out there, and great racing by everybody.
It was good, man. Give shout outs.
Yeah, shout out to Signature Esports doing a broadcast. Love you, Jason. Love everything you guys do over there. Shout out to Chop Shop, Chopping It Up podcast, sponsoring the series. Appreciate you all the fans watching, and I know Mom's watching live right now, so love you, Mom.
That's it. Nathan Biggert gets your big old victory today. A guy who will have something to say about whether or not he makes the championship or wins the championship. It's a guy who was last season's champion. Michael Strickland finishes P2 today. This was a track of a battle of attrition. Did you have to save anything at the end?
Yeah, we had to save the whole race. It was a battle of I guess the best way you could say it is just trying to back it up as best as you can, try to stay off that throttle. There was just so many fast cars early in the run, that it was dangerous, when you were trying to save a little bit early in the run. But for the most part, it was a tire shredder. Everybody was struggling with the tires. 3 and 4 is real tricky. It kind of depends on which way you want to go about it, but I'm happy. Everybody did real good. Long green flag runs. I think we got 1 caution and
two. I think two.
two,
Which is
2 cautions.
Yeah. Well, you had the stage. Hold on, I will tell you in 2 shakes of the lamb's tail. 3 cautions, also 2 for incident, 1 for the stage. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, not bad. A lot better than what we did breaking records last week. So I'm happy for all the guys. They did awesome. I saw a lot of guys running up front. That we should be weary of them as we move forward, because these guys are getting faster. They're getting more confidence. We're fourth. I believe this is our 4th race of the season, so everybody's getting good. You're starting to see some of these guys slip into that mid-season form, and it's going to be fun throughout the entire season.
I do enjoy seeing the green flag run, seeing the. Of course, we all like a good caution, but we like to see. I hate the term "the cream rises to the top," but in some instances, when people start to figure out their pattern, it's as if they a light switch clicks, and you see drivers that that go, you know what, this is how I feel comfortable. And you have always come into that. You may or may not get a win early on, which you did. You won last week, of course. But you get the extra knowledge of, all right, well, if I'm not good here, let's just give myself a race. Let's maintain and try to figure out where my position is going to be throughout this race. And if you can improve on it, you do.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. When you're running around these guys, especially these Chop Shop boys, they're smart. They're gonna change strategies. You got to race against your competitor as well as your track. I tend to be on the more conservative side early in the season. Just lay down laps, get comfortable. Like I said, get in that mid-season form, and then when those lights get the brightest, that's when you're ready for for that run at the end of the season. So I'm excited. I'm actually super excited about how everybody ran today. Definitely capable of having these races week in and week out. Great racing, side by side racing, some strategy sprinkled in it. A great race. I hope it was a good one to watch.
Yeah, hot Atlanta to, next week. That's another. It's another tricky track. Are you running? What are you running? You're running Legacy or
We're running the new one.
Super Speedway? Sweet.
Yes, yes, sir. So we're gonna see what. There's a lot of guys that have been practicing this week, so they should be ready when we get back to the new Atlanta. It'll be fun. You're gonna see some of the faster plate racers probably get up to the front, but hopefully we can keep the caution count down to a minimum and put on a good show. Maybe do 3 wide finish there at the end like they did in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. Let's hope so. We're shooting for the stars.
You know what? If we can have a 3-way tie, that'd be cool. I've never seen. I've only seen a 2-way tie. I know the 3/1000th of a second that they finished.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen a 2-way tie that it literally went down to, I don't know, a pixel for iRacing. So it'd be cool to see if we can get a 3-way tie for a pixel.
It's possible. It's possible, and that's one of the tracks that's gonna give us that opportunity to do so. You're not going to be able to walk away there.
No.
You can probably see a bunch of leader changes. It's going to be exciting. They do get a faster pair, which we don't do at any other tracks but Speedway, super speedways. But it'll be fun. You got to save it. Make sure you have it there at the end. Go for the gusto. We'll see what pans out in Atlanta.
It'll be fun, man. Mike, P2 finished tonight. Good points tonight for you as well. Give a shout out, brother.
Appreciate it. I want to give Nate Biggert a shout out. Great run today. Joshua Siegfried, top 3. Jason Day, Kobe Hartung, all these guys 4th, 5th. I saw a bunch of guys up there. Burke did really good. I saw Retchen out there pass us like we were standing still, so that was awesome. But most of all, I want to make sure that I give a good shout out to all of our sponsors. Chopp'N It Up podcast. We love Ryan and everything that he does. Make sure you check out his podcast if you haven't done so already. Get to know some of the drivers. They're the main sponsor here. Stay Tuned Sports as well. Great podcast, sports related. They're a poll sponsor. We appreciate Jimbo and the crew over there at Stay Tuned Sports. Make sure you check them out. They'll be posting in our Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord, make sure you do so. We got a lot of great content. Some of the others, MCI Graphics, MCI Graphics, Virtual Velocity Racing, a partner in our Road Series, Geomax and our Dirt Series, Admin Box, Speedy Trophies, the Baller Status Boys, Trek Racer, and of course my 3 sons, Sherry. We always give her a shout out. Mom, Ricky, anybody that's out there hanging out for us, we appreciate you. We couldn't bring it home today, but there's always next week. This is always fun. And at last but not least, the admins. Everybody did a hell of a job this week, staying calm after that debacle at Iowa last week. So it takes a good team to put on these shows, and a lot of people don't realize the work that it takes to just get 30 hyenas out here following the same line. So thank you very much, Signature Esports, the best in the business. Subscribe, like, and interact with his stream. We love him. He's streaming throughout the entire week. So maybe next week we can try to sneak another podium out there, but we'll see. I'm sure some of these other guys want to jump in here and have a conversation with you soon.
I tell you what, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. I like the new Atlanta on iRacing. I didn't like it in real life, but I liked it, except for the end, of course. Who can't like the last 3 laps of that race? But on iRacing, it's been good all week to be able to watch people get out and run. So, or this past week. So it's going to be good to see what you guys do next week. Mike, much love, man. Enjoy your races this weekend.
Thanks, Jason. We'll catch you.
That's going to be Sunday for the next time we see Stryker. And last but not least, this guy keeps screwing up his name, I'm sure. Josh, tell me how you say your last name again.
Siegfried.
I've been saying it right. Never mind. All right. Dude, good run for you today, man. You finished 2 spots up. You just had to be patient there at the end. Was it kind of like a light switch, like, we just need to save?
Yeah, you really had to save there on that run. Like the first run, and at the end, tires were a factor.
What'd you notice the most about which corner did you notice the most tire wear out of? Because a lot of people were saying that if you could angle out of 2, whenever I was talking to drivers about this track, not just in this league, but in leagues past, they say if you can get out of 2 with a more direct exit, it makes the car better for 3 and 4. But it seems like out of 4, you're so slow that you have to almost work most of the front straightaway just to be able to get back up to speed.
Yeah, 1 and 2, if you push it too hard on exit, you you'll wear your tires out. Yeah, I agree. 1 and 2 is just terrible for eating tires. Um, 3 and 4 is not that bad.
When it comes to restarts, we saw a couple of them today. What was your mindset on those?
My mindset was that one restart with the old tires.
Mhm.
That really was worrying me because wheel spin and stuff. But other than that, the restarts weren't that bad. I mean, the racing wasn't horrible. It was awesome, but it was really fun
I
to
think
say
that's
the least.
I think that's one of the things that we like. I like to hear is when you guys can get out there and have fun, and when the racing as close as it is, and sometimes you feel frustrated you can't get around a driver, or maybe you feel like the driver uh, is keeping you from doing what you do, and you just adjust and move forward. Um, it's nice to hear that, hey, this race was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Um, just if you would race side by side for too long, I also noticed that tire fall off is big deal. If you like side by side with another person. But yeah, um, it
Sometimes
was
it's easy.
fun.
I was gonna say sometimes
Yeah,
sometimes it's easier just to give up the spot so you can go back at it later.
yeah. That's basically what you have to do if you push it too. If you feel like you're pushing it too hard, drop back, save save your tires, and then later on just go.
Wait for it. Yep, that's what I like to hear. Josh, man, I tell you what, this was fun. It was fun to watch you guys get up there and have your little battles. You and Jason Dade there toward the end, putting on a good show, of course, and throughout the rest of the race, get a lot of good old screen time. So we appreciate you. P3 finished, man. Give your shout outs.
Uh, I would like to thank Chop Shop, the people that run it. I'm not 100% on it. I'm so sorry. I know it's Michael and oh my god, I can't even.
Look at the top
But
right. Look, top right at the Discord.
I can't.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
John Hammond and Michael Strickland. That's okay.
Yeah. Um yeah, I want to thank them for running this league. It's really fun. And you know, um the winner of the race. Oh my god, I got to get used to names. Nathan, Michael, top 2, and then 4th and 5th. Yeah, it was really fun out there. So I'm hoping next week we can Atlanta. I'm not a fan of Atlanta.
It'll be fine. You just got to keep your bearings and keep the car underneath you at that little super speedway that's coming up.
Yep.
All right, brother. Well, you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Look forward to seeing what you do next week.
Well, what to do next week? Not wreck.
That's it. That's exactly it. That's you get one fast repair, but the idea behind a fast repair is to have it and not need it. And
Listen, I don't need that. I had 2 bad weeks before, so.
yeah, no fast repair. That's it. Your goal is to just be out there and be in the right spot at the right time.
All right. Yep.
All right, brother. That's Joshua Siegfried. He's going to be your P3 finisher tonight, and we're going to let him have at it. What a great race by him and the rest of the field. Notables for tonight, up 13 spots. Ryan Went and the number 40. Look at that guy. Having a good race. Nathan Biggart's going to be up 15, your biggest mover of the race, of course. Tony Sanders is going to be there. I don't know if he's going to get the biggest mover of the race because he didn't qualify. Well, no, that's an EOL. Tony Sanders up 10. Jeremiah Burke and Brad Duff both up 8 spots. But Nate gets the win. Thank you to Chop Shop. Thank you to Chopp'N It Up Podcast. Thank you to Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you to everybody who was out there chatting. And Joseph, if you're still out there listening, get a hold of me. again, I want to make sure that everything is all buttoned up or squared away when it comes to all that old stuff that we don't even have anything to deal with anymore. And I want to make sure everything's taken care of. I've even gone to the point I went back and pulled up our financial records for all that stuff because of what happened. Yeah. So we're all. That's what I was working on earlier. I was waiting on a message and to get a message so I can get it all taken care of, but didn't happen in that regard yet. But we will get all our stuff taken care of. I'm a big proponent of making sure that things are squared away. Not just for the leagues, but for all the things that we've ever been a part of. We've had our ups and downs as Signature Esports. We absolutely have, and I've never shied away from it. There's a reason why I said I'd never own a money league or anything like that again. We have a league on Thursdays, and it was a filler league for what we were doing on Thursdays. But it literally only pays for there's no prizes. There's no money involved in that other than the drivers put in money to pay for the race controller, and that's it. There's no profit to it. There's nothing. And in fact, I'm still putting money out of my own pocket to care for it. So that's pretty much it. I mean, that's how we do things. Leagues like Chop Shop are the reason why leagues run better. I can't do it. I couldn't do it. And that's when there's money involved and people have control of your stuff that isn't you. Those are things that get in the way of that. So, congrats to Nate. Congrats to the top three and all the drivers today. Fantastic race. I was curious to see if anybody else was going to come to pit road. Matt did a phenomenal job getting himself back on the lead lap. I thought for sure that he had enough time there to be able to get himself back forward. So a great race and a great try by the driver. We're going to see him back up in victory lane once again. He won at the Super Speedway on week 1, so that was a ton of fun to watch. So we'll see Atlanta next week for these drivers. I'll be back tomorrow with the Heart series, and it's going to be an interesting weekend. It really is. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another, folks. That's the moral of the story. See you to the next one.